18-year-old Hector finds himself at a crossroads as the new season approaches, staring down an increasingly uncertain future at FC Barcelona. Despite flashes of promise that caught the eye of fans and pundits alike, he has played hardly a minute under Hansi Flick's stewardship. Every training session and every pair of boots lined up in the dressing room seems to underline one stark truth: Fort is neither first nor second choice for the right-back slot. With Jules Koundé firmly anchored as the starter and Eric Garcia sealed in as backup, each tied to the club until 2030, the path to regular minutes looks all but blocked for the teenager. Could this summer be the moment when Fort, that heralded defensive gem, takes the bold leap away from the Camp Nou's shadow? The very structure of Barcelona's squad compels difficult decisions. When seasoned internationals occupy your position, the club must balance player development with the relentless churn of competitive football. For Fort, that means considering exits by loan or permanent move, an irony for a player scouted and nurtured through the La Masia ranks. Yet Barcelona's coffers, strained under the weight of financial fair play rules, need bolstering, and fringe assets like Fort represent both hope for the future and assets to be traded. Interest from elsewhere has already begun to mount, painting the Catalan hierarchy into a corner: keep the boy and watch his formative years stagnate, or leverage his potential to fund grander ambitions. Enter Paris FC, the fresh faces of Ligue 1, scouring the transfer market for the right-back who could anchor their defence on France's grandest stage. Their primary pursuit, Hamri Traoré, has dominated conversations, but persistence has given way to pragmatism. Guided by insights from the Red Bull Football Network, an alliance famed for unearthing nascent talent, their scouts have flagged Fort as a compelling alternative. The young Catalan's 19th birthday approaches on Saturday, and with it comes the precise profile Paris FC leadership craves: a raw, agile defender with room to grow and a hunger mirrored by his club's upward trajectory. Should Traoré slip through their fingers, Fort's name remains on the table, an option that marries affordability with upside. For Barcelona, the calculus is clear. Both Koundé and Garcia, hardy souls at the heart of their defensive plans, extend their commitments deep into the coming decade, rendering Fort's spot increasingly marginal. The La Liga heavyweights have never shied from using the transfer market to realign their squad, and selling or loaning Fort could fast-track their operating budgets toward compliance with UEFA-stringent financial regulations. Every loan fee or transfer sum funnels back into wages and reinforcements, creating a delicate ecosystem of arrivals and departures. And if last season taught the board anything, it's that patience alone cannot fill the gap between ambition and eligibility under the yellow and blue banner. Still, statistics tell their own story. Since bursting onto the scene in late 2023 under Xavi Hernandez, Fort has chalked up 30 first-team appearances and notched 3 assists, a tidy return for a defender still in adolescence. Beyond mere numbers, observers recall the crisp slide tackles, the darting overlap runs, and the pinpoint crosses that hinted at a special skill set. Yet the question lingers: is that enough to supplant seasoned internationals in one of Europe's most demanding backlines? Can he refine his raw talent into the consistency Barcelona require, or will he bloom more brightly in a setting where pressure translates into opportunity rather than peril? As summer negotiations rumble toward their climax, Fort's destiny hangs in the balance. Will he don a Paris A jersey and embrace the challenge of a newly promoted side with stars in their eyes, or will he remain at the Camp Nou, biding his time among bigger names until a breakthrough finally materializes? The coming weeks promise revelations on the training grounds, in boardroom meetings, and ultimately on the pitch. One thing is certain: whichever path Fort takes, the echoes of this decision will reverberate through his career, shaping the narrative of a defensive talent poised on the brink of transformation. What comes next will define him.